What do you know about them, King Kai?
What do you mean? What does he know about them? King Kai knows everything!
Good morning, everybody. I am super tired and I procrastinated the heck out of doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. It's like 6 a.m. and yeah, I've been laying in bed for like the last 2 hours, but it's alright. We're gonna do this. Alright, let's get started. So, guess we'll start off with the good morning song, like usual. Good morning to you. Bump, 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 bump. Good morning to you. Bump, 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 bump. We're all in our places with bright, shining faces. And this is the way to start a new day. So, I didn't realize that I only have a few things that I talk about every morning or like think about. And I've pretty much said a lot of what I think about in these videos. And I'm having a hard time thinking of stuff to talk about. Any of my close fam or friends out there, or anybody who's watching that wants to ask me questions or has an idea for a video, let me know and I'd be happy to do it. I think that it'd be super helpful if I got a little bit of feedback with that. And yeah. So I guess I'll talk about the Eastern Trek for Cancer run that I just recently did. I've been kind of like avoiding telling people how that went because like it's such a hard experience to explain. It really is. It's like, I don't know, I'm at a loss for words. It's just incredible what happened, but I'll go over it a little bit. So how did it start? How did I hear about it? Actually, my roommate Luke picked up a flyer at some fair somewhere in Orono, and he gave one to me. He's like, hey, we're gonna sign up for this. And I'm like, dude, I'm down, let's do it. And his grandfather is actually a cancer patient. And I mean, I've had plenty of people affected by cancer, as most of you have. And so I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And so I went through the interview process. Oh, time out, shoes untied. I'll be right back. I spoke to this really cool guy. His name was Matt Dexter. He actually, he ran the trek. Like he organized everything. He's been doing it for like 5 years. And so the point of the trek was to raise as much money as we could. We all set goals. And then from there, take that money and use it along a run from Maine to New York to help support cancer patients. And we did that by cooking meals for them. We did it by visiting like cancer centers and, you know, giving out comfort bags and talking to the patients and getting to hear some of their stories and tell them ours. My shoe does not want to stay tied. Give me 1 second. So anyways, yeah, we visited all these places and we did all these things. But going back to the fundraising part, that was super difficult to try to fundraise. My goal was like $3,000 and the minimum to fundraise was $2,500. And I think I hit like right in the middle, which I'm pretty happy with actually. Like that was a lot of money to raise. I had to go door to door to like local businesses and basically ask them for money or gift cards or whatever they wanted to give. And a lot of them were super helpful and kind. And a lot of them, like 95% of them actually, were like, okay, yeah, we'll take a flyer and get back to you. I didn't actually get anybody get back to me. That's okay, because it's like the 5% of the people that did do something that made it possible for me to go on the run and affect the lives that I did. And so, yeah, we ran from Maine to New York. We did it in like 2-mile segments, and we ran about 12 miles a day. It was like a relay race. We partnered up. Like I'd run 2 miles. Halfway point, woo! I'd run 2 miles, and then my partner would run 2 miles, which would be randomly picked by Matt and Joe. Joe was the team captain. Shout out to Joe. The night before. So we do that, and I mean, it was just really cool. It was like in 2 days, I had already created a new family. And then that was just like the rest 2 days that we did before we went running. And then we got just to know everybody in our family the entire time while we were running this trek. And we all had different reasons for being there. We all did these group circles where we talk about how we've been affected and who we're running for, and just a reflection. And it was super helpful, and it was just the best experience that I never would have expected to come from that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we raised all this money to do all this for the cancer community, but it wasn't really like I don't feel like I gave back as much as I feel like I got. I feel like I got a lot of experience, and I feel like the cancer centers that we visited, most of the time they fed us, or they gave us like t-shirts, or they did something for us because they felt so grateful that we were there. And one of them, there was a woman that gave a speech about how we were not alone, and I believe her name was B. And I will have that message with me the rest of my life, the way that she delivered her speech. And it was just super incredible. I wish I could put it into words, and I wish I could explain it, but it's not something that you can really explain it. It's something you have to feel. Or maybe my vocabulary just isn't big enough. But yeah, I'm super happy I did it. And I still keep in contact with a good amount of the trekkers. They still keep in contact with me. As a matter of fact, it's probably my core fan base on here. So shout out to y'all. Peace. Yeah, they're just incredible people. Every single person had to raise their stake, and so we all knew why we were there and what we were doing, and we're all motivated to keep doing it. It was just a group of people that had purposefully elevated themselves to the next level for a better purpose. And I don't know how I got so lucky to get mixed in with that bunch, but I did, and I am eternally grateful for it. Yeah, they just really, they saw you for what you were, or tried to see you for what you were, which I really appreciated. And yeah, so Matt, if you're watching this, thank you for organizing that. Man, I look up to you so much. Like, I see what you do, and I know that you're like nonstop doing stuff, even though it's not necessarily what you want to do, but you do it for the organization because it's something you believe in. And that is like nonstop inspiration. I have that in the back of my mind every time I go for a run. So thank you for being who you are. Oh, look at that. We're almost done. That wasn't so bad. All right. And up the driveway we go. Alrighty, so I love every single one of y'all who are tuning in. Thank you. This is day 12 of 30, and I will catch you all tomorrow.